The Cy-Hawk Trophy. On the one hand, it divides the state. On the other, it brings it together. And everyone across this great state, from Rag Bride to the legendary Water in Ames, know that winning this trophy can have you pedaling toward a high water mark. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Cyclones will kick it away to start. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Hawkeyes offense will get first crack at it here. The Hawkeyes dominated the last time they saw the Clones.
Iowa State had no answers in that game. They just came out, they looked flat, they weren't able to execute. They've got to be ready to answer the bell in this one.
Yeah, and sometimes it gets in your head, Jesse. You know how it is, man. Rivalry games and you haven't had a lot of success. You need something to go your way early to get you some confidence.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Leaves it with the back. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Steps away to find some room. Plucks it out of the air. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Pulls it in. It's Jamison. They made the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Get it out on the screen. And that one worked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. So Iowa State's up.
Come on. We got to push. We got to push. Oh, no. Good punt. Oh. So they just made my guy. Okay. So now let's see what you're doing. Here we go. Now you got to play our ball.
In the field, first chance we have to see them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Wants to throw. It's Avila.
Yeah, I did drop it.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Cyclones will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Makes a move. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. It's complete.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Awesome job there on third down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Quarterback making adjustments. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the toss. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Cyclones will hustle to the line.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Looking for a man. It's Avila. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on fourth.
He's going to get loose. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The give to the back. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. High quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. The play action fake. Pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. The lead is 6 in the first. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Final play of the quarter coming. He'll pull it on the read. He has the first and still on his feet. Nothing but green grass down the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First play of the period, first down here. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes. Quarterback can pull the trigger and down he goes at the 41.
And these are the plays that defenses talk about, man. These are the ones.
Oh, yeah, you gotta go out.
In those situations where you can win. You've given up some yards on this drive, but it doesn't matter. When you play great job on second down and force the passing situation, now, man, you get that dime package ready, you get that pass rush package ready, and you're ready to go get the quarterback.
The Cyclones line up to punt it away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Run it. Oh, my gosh. I called a timeout.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. At the 35, he's got room. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Hawkeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The inside handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Moves around to clear up the vision. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. And this run won't give them any more room to operate, but at least they avoided the safety. And the Cyclones racing to the line in the...
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And I think they'll mark him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't help much with the breathing room, but on the upside, they avoided the safety. The give from the gun. Picked his way through the traffic for 6, but it'll be 4th down and 3 yards to go. The Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off play action. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Bounced right back to them.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
And that's incomplete. A defender all. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
They boot it away. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all. And the Cyclones trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To throw, it's Avila. Caught over the middle. It's York. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the 1st down. The offense in hurry-up mode.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Quick spin on the run. And he was able to get away from one tackle. Of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Off the play fake. He's going to let it go. Makes the catch down the right side. He just brought some serious... Synergy making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Cyclones have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Here's the pressure. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Oh, he missed it. No good. They missed an opportunity to cut this deficit in half, still down by 6. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On target to the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Just inside the 35, first and 10 from the 34. Scrambling away. He's going to take off. At the 20, he's got space. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Off the RPO, complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Buys a little time with his feet. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Trying play action. Working the middle, it's complete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Looking for a man. It's Avila. Quickly out to the tight end. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And the Cyclones will snap it on first and 10. To the air on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pulls it in down the sideline. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown!
took them some time, but finally here at the end of the first half, they were finally able to get it right and score a touchdown. You know, I think oftentimes as an offensive coordinator, you've scripted your first 10 plays, things aren't working. You're looking for formations, you're looking for schemes you can run to finally break through, and that last drive might be what this offense needs to finally turn the corner. We'll see in the second half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, these fan bases have been hyped, and with the Cy-Hawk Trophy up for grabs, who knows what the second half will give us.
And the Hawkeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven their play.
He's running free down the middle. Past the 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cyclones!
There's usually 2 different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Duke came in and applied their own mute button on this crowd. They silenced one of the most vocal home field advantages in football. And it's clear this Blue Devils team has adopted the mantra,
Touchdown, Iowa! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Snap in the shotgun. Sweet grab in the end zone for the 2.
And that's tough to defend, right? You're going 5 wide, spreading us out across the field. These windows become a little bit bigger when you do that, and they were able to convert, and as a result, they walk away with 8 points on the drive.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6. The Cyclones in the hurry up.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Going for the marker on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. Now they have They've extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Under fire. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return. What a play to get the football back.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The run from the shotgun. Takes it the other way. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
Well, the defense knew they had a huge challenge coming into this one. This running back, one of the top 10 in the nation right now in rushing yards, they're going to have to load the box defensively, and they're going to have to get a lot of hats to the football because he is not easy to bring down.
Got it in the middle. It's Malone. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He gets it across the 25 to the 24. Give him 5 on the carry.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass. It's Avila. Finds his big tight end. There he goes. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. And the Cyclones moving quickly to the line. A first down run on the doorstep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Iowa State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Jamison. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Iowa has the ball back on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Hawkeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. And the Hawkeyes are on the move. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
3rd and goal for the offense. Now the play fake. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Iowa! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No doubt Herky, the Hawkeye, is feeling it as Iowa seizes control.
Iowa's a team always that prides themselves on being the most physical unit on game day, and right now they are pounding Iowa State.
Yeah, and Iowa State's getting that here we go again feeling. They've struggled in this rivalry to sometimes they've had, I feel like, better teams or equal teams, but they just haven't found a way to get W's.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way, but dude.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Got it in the middle. It's Kruger. And he's knocked down. The Cyclones want to move quickly. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. The corners are walked up tight. Looking to throw, it's Avila. Got his man on the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires downfield. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Wants to keep it in the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Cyclones just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. From the gun to give, looking for room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cyclone!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Northern Illinois is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Western Michigan. Any big developments here on the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Pocket breaking down. And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the Wildcat. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. A strike downfield. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. The Hawkeyes are rolling down the field. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
And the Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Spins away. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield, it's Avila. Spins away from the defense. And he was able to run through and tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Pulls it in. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. And the Cyclones decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. No fair catches here, looking for room. He gets a block. Touchdown, Iowa! Special teams proving to be special. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
28.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Cyclones are in the hurry-up. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this.
Breaks into the open. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll move the wide receiver. With the run on 1st and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Back to throw, it's Avila. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State.
What the fuck are we doing?
Wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Ready to try the point after. that one with some aggression for the point after. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Hawkeyes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. He's in open space downfield. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Malone. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
To the air, it's Avila. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the... And they move the sticks.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got 2 quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough. And you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Cyclones want to crank the tempo. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A shot toward the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown. So let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense in getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Arkansas State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week. But they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 9 over Memphis. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Hawkeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Out of the gun to give to the back. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Hawkeyes getting set on 1st and 10.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives.